Hello everybody, what's going on today? I am Blue10 and we are back with another episode of Entry Point. I hope you all had an amazing day, and today we'll be doing the third mission of this game, which is the withdrawal. This will be another bank robbing mission, I believe. I did have a little bit of experience with it, and it is a little bit difficult. Well, basically all missions except the deposit. The first one was difficult. Speaking of which, the deposit was another bank robbery, wasn't it? Ah, funny coincidence. At this point, I just considered the deposit as a second level kind of advanced tutorial kind of thing, because the mission wasn't nearly as difficult as any of the ones that any of the other two, the financer or the withdrawal. As you had seen in the last episode, in the financer, we failed twice. Once because of a game mechanic I didn't know exist, which is the bag can actually be found. It's a very interesting part. But yes, that was a very difficult mission, and so will this. So will be this one. But before we get into this, I would like to draw your attention to the skill tabs once again. With the completion of that mission, we have leveled up twice once more, and that means 2 more skill points. So, and I'm just gonna keep beelining to this prodigy still, which gives us deep pockets and fast hands. As we had seen in these two, the fast hands are the same thing, plus 10% lockpicking speed and 5% weapon swap speed. The deep pockets, on the other hand, is 5% maximum ammo capacity. So I can keep more ammo, but I don't think that's as necessary for me, as basically if I'm keeping this stealth, it should be about 2 bullets per guy maximum. 1 bullet if I'm doing headshots consistently. But even if I'm not doing headshots, it takes no more than 2 bullets, and I believe I start with about like 95 bullets or something like that. And I'm pretty goddamn sure that I'm not gonna be fighting almost 50 people in a particular mission unless things go loud. So unless things do go loud, in which case it's already a fail in my books, I'm really not gonna be able to utilize that perk a lot. So that this is pretty much a throwaway for me currently, but it helps to get prodigy, so we'll take it. And with that out of the way, let us go ahead and do the third mission. Um, while I'm again setting this up, I appreciate you all staying with me and watching these videos. This will be the last episode of this daily releases kind of thing. I may or may not do another one tomorrow. The chance of that is unlikely. Uh, Doing another one tomorrow purely depends on whether or not people are actually watching this. And as there's only been like 4 days basically since my first episode, the chance of people actually watching is highly unlikely. Now, I do not actually remember if I need a silent drill. I am almost certain that I do not, but I'm gonna keep it nonetheless, because why the hell not? Uh, and with that, I'm pretty sure we're completely done. You can read this plan A and plan B, this kind of brief description and all that stuff. I have already read this already, so I'm not gonna go through it again. But if you are interested, feel free to pause and read this. We'll ready up and get ready to it. And as I said, the fifth episode, which if I do a daily fifth episode, purely depends on whether there is anybody watching me. And so far, it seems that is not the case, and that's completely fine. It's only been 4 episodes and 4 days since the first episode got out, and this is a brand new channel, so I don't expect anybody to actually. I don't expect a whole lot of people to be seeing me. But yeah, there hasn't been much less basically any views on it yet. There has been a few, but is understandable as well. My quality and stuff isn't the greatest. But yeah, as if there is starts to get people that comes, then I will. If there isn't, that isn't the case, then the next upload will be next week. Now, without further ado, let's get into the mission. Running this off with this network box. I'll be tampering with it, and as you can see, it will cause a distraction, meaning somebody will come check this out. Sounds like an extremely well way to get a quick disguise. It's a secluded app and everything, so I couldn't ask for anything better. Now let's just come in here and see who is gonna be our victim. Looks like that guard right over there. Let's go back and get ready. Take our positions. And I'm just gonna be sitting here. The guy really doesn't stand here and immediately flips, so unfortunately seems as if I took a little bit too long, so I have to answer the radio, which is fine. If I do this correctly, I should not need to answer any more radios. Before I take this, guys, I'm actually gonna carry him because sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes people actually come up here, and I'm not sure, but maybe people can actually see the body through from that window. So I'm not gonna be taking that risk. I'm just gonna put him over here and take the disguise. And if I put the body here, nobody ever nobody goes to those windows, so there's no issues with the body. I can just dump that here. Now that we're disguised, let's go in, close the door because we're courteous like that, and get into this restricted area. Once again, this is another mission where everybody can see, so something to keep in mind. Now there we are introduced to this keycard readers. We need to find a keycard since we have not yet got the prodigy and we cannot hack it. And keycard spawns in different places every single time, so we're just gonna be having to go throughout this complex until we can find one, and seems like we found one pretty damn easily, pretty quick. And now that we've done that, seems like that guard is away as well, so since we got the perfect opportunity, let's do this lock one first. And looks like that was not the case. We did not get the perfect opportunity. We got blocked, and seems like that happened again. We're just gonna be continuing to do this until we are able to do this. The bar goes up pretty damn slowly, so I'm not in any kind of danger. So let's just get in here, and seems like this is a dud. What we are trying to do, as you can see in the left right hand corner, is find and search the server. But along with that, we're also trying to find and search another, which is the camera room. And I think, yep, this is the camera room. Let's just two-shot him real quick. I'm always gonna be using two shots. I don't wanna take any chances. And with killing that guy, all cameras in the complex is dead. Now this place actually has a red power box. We should remember that. That's very important. This entire building only had one. Wow, that was close as all hell. That guy, I did not expect that many people to be in there. There's also a blue one right over here. That's another thing we should, another place to keep in mind. Now, the employees can't see me in this disguise. Every other guard can, and the manager can. Something to keep in mind. Right here. So I have knowledge about what's gonna happen next because I did playtested this before, and this is extremely lucky. You could rarely actually find all of the boxes straight away. Now I'm gonna try to do something. I don't know if this will work. Seems like this is not gonna work. Interesting. What if I try to do like this? No, seems like whatever I do, I cannot do it right now as long as that person sits there. That's okay. Or I was gonna say we'll get back to that this door later, but seems like we don't have to, and he's gonna go over there. That's perfect. Nobody's looking directly at me, so I can pick this lock without any kind of worry. he can just take his time uh, getting his strength, and this looks like is another dud. There's four kinds of doors like this. Two of them are dud, and one of them is the server room. That's the objective, and another is the camera room. All two of them are stuff that we want. I believe this is just access to this front desk area. Nothing we need to worry ourselves about. So let's just pass through this area, and we want to go this into here. This is the vault room, a place that we cannot actually go there yet. We'll be going there, even though we are not allowed to, but that's okay. But that's I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to find this, and this computer is unlocked, so even though we're not a hacker, we can actually search through this, and then we will know that we need to find and where the red power box. Now if you remember correctly, you remember that red power box is in the room with the guard, basically the room where there's the guard supposed to be, which is this one. I'm just gonna do a little bit of ring around the rosy for with that guy. Open this, get in here, and here's the red power box. Now it's gonna require this, and power boxes in rooms like these can be very good as well as very bad. If this is in a dirt room, that means basically I have to go through all four of the rooms before I can uh, actually get to the power box. Let's say the first two doors that I had opened were the server room and the camera room, but one of the power boxes could be in the other two rooms, which means I have to open those two rooms either way, which is a pain, but that's okay. Now, according to the mission, I should be getting a disguise from the van first, but doing it that way, I feel like it's a lot more difficult than doing it the way I'm gonna do. This I think is only gonna work because of the mission difficulty. In higher difficulties, it might be the case that I have to do it the way the mission says, but I'll be doing it this way for now. I'm gonna put my stuff away. As you can see, I'm trespassing, and as you can see, there's two cars over there. And that did not work. Yep, an alert was triggered, and the mission failed. This is the only difficult part of the entire thing, which is being able to interrogate both of those guards. You can shoot one and interrogate the other, but it still doesn't make it any less easier, and it's still truly and very difficult. But except that part, the rest of the mission is pretty damn easy. But that last part, I shouldn't say last. There is a little bit more, but that's really the part that gets me every single time. Uh, it could be that this is just a me problem and other people don't have this issue, but I have fallen into this issue many times. So from personal experience, I'm saying it's really difficult. It really is. Now, let's do the distraction again and try this again. Personally, that's really the only part that I feel like it's difficult. Some people might find other parts difficult. Some people may find this entire mission to be stupid easy, but that's just how it is for me. Now, this guy seems to be coming very fast, so let's just get into position immediately. Knock him up right away. Answer the radio again, that's okay. Radio is fine right now because I'm in a secluded area, but in like let's say missions, like let's say I had to do this in a place where there's a lot of people passing around, there's a lot of traffic, it's a high traffic area, and as you could see, answering the radio takes a ridiculous amounts of time. If you are not proficient like me, if you're like me and not proficient in taking them out fast, it can very much become a problem. Now he's the manager, so he can detect me, but I'm just gonna swing by and look for key cards. The red box is right there. Boxes positions change every single time, and I'm just looking for cards. As you can, we found one right here. Fantastic. Leaves the cards on the floor. Such irresponsible people, am I right? And looks like I was about to get caught. So I'm just gonna continue doing this kind of thing. I'm just gonna play a little bit of a ring around the rosy kind of deal. And it's unlocked, and it's a dud. Okay. And seemed like there isn't anyone in there or any boxes in there either. This is a server. Interesting. We can do that right now, but I feel like I should get uh I should take care of the the place the guard first. So I'm just gonna hide from him real quick, go back in, and go in red like that. I can almost guarantee in higher difficulties you should not be able to do that just to walk past nonsense basically to me. Hold up a sec. We have the green box here as well. So we have locations of every box. Do I remember all of them? Absolutely not, but that's okay. We also know the location of the server room, so things are going splendidly for now. Hopefully I won't choke in the last area again, but no promises made. The thing is, you may ask, why can't I just shoot both of those cars for fast? That is something that sounds very reasonable to do. The only reason that I can't do that is because in the later parts of the mission, I need to go back to that area to and fro many times. And after I change the disguise as the car, as the thing said, the mission progression said, and after I do a certain bit of it, my disguise becomes invalid, pretty much. Meaning that disguise no longer works. I cannot get into restricted areas with that disguise. So it becomes basically impossible to do this mission. Now, let's just make sure everything works. Okay, let's go in here. And he is interrogated. Fantastic. I'm just gonna knock him out as well. And I cannot change the disguise because I'm already wearing this guard uniform. That's fine. I'm gonna take this unconscious guy and bring him over here. Another place where it's interesting. The difference in classes comes in. This is an access door. It is basically sensors going to bypass the sensors to gain access to this door. These sensors are this. Sensors can only be accessed by engineers. And I call them mechanics, I believe, so I apologize for that. But yeah, the engineers. So which is very interesting. Another thing that like is differs in different kinds of class gameplay. This guy is dead. We have no use for him, but I want to get the dead body out of the way. And this guy's unconscious. We're gonna be needing him later. We could not do that if the camera guy was here. As you can see, there's a camera right here, and this camera is just sprinkled throughout the damn place, so it's just easier on you as player if you just take the poor guy out. Yeah, you cannot access it by this way. Oh, I forgot to show you that access door leads directly. I'm just gonna show you right now because we're gonna have to go there anyway. It's this area, so we're gonna have to go to and fro from the vaults to here to this area 6 times. That procedure will be so damn easy, right? I can do this all day. All the 6 times can be done in like maybe half a minute. But because I'm not an engineer, I cannot gain access to that door. And because I'm not also playing on multiplayer, I'm gonna have to go through the long-winded way, the official way, basically, going through every guard and all of that. Now I changed into this disguise, and I'm gonna meet the manager straight on. Hi, we spoke on the phone earlier. I'm Alex Shaw. How can I help you today? I need to access my deposit box. Of course, follow me. He's gonna bring me to the vault area, and for some reason he will not realize that the two guards who should always be here is not here. Now he's gonna tell me that before they open the vault, they need to do a routine search. Now I need to take the managers hostage, just like that. I'm gonna tell him to move and get to here. Basically, I'm gonna shoot you. He's done that, and he has no use for me anymore, so I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna carry his body just in case. There's no reason to do this basically at this point, because nobody actually comes in here, but I'm gonna still do this. As you can see right now in the bottom, we are currently trespassing. Until we were with the manager, we didn't take him hostage, we were completely fine. But as soon as we took him hostage, we are trespassing. And this is not just the vault area. The vault area is basically trespassing for every disguise and everybody. But even if I go out there into the general area, into the restricted general area, I'm sorry, it will still say that I am trespassing. So that means that this disguise going through there means basically sneaking around at times when there are no guards in our path from the area, which is the outside reception, basically, that reception area, and basically sneaking, running away at that. Being able to see all of that is basically impossible. So this, at least for now, that is. So basically, for now, for I say for now because there's a skill that will actually allow us to do that, but currently we don't have that skill. So at this moment of the playthrough, it is literally impossible to do this mission while having this disguise, unless you're super stealth, which I'm not. Now, see this, we are stealing cash. We are literally a thug right now. The organization basically is running low on funds, and we need funds. We need to rob this bank for cash. So now, since I'm trespassing and can't do anything with this, I'm gonna change into the disguise of this card, and which once again still makes this vault area trespassing. This vault area is trespassing for everybody. But as soon as I step out of this door, it will no longer be trespassing. We'll be able to walk around while being disguised. But as you'll see, as soon as I do that, there we go. I am conspicuous because I have a bag on my back, which is the bag for the cash. So that makes running and walking completely the same. There's no difference between them. And still the guards could see me before, even as a guard. As we saw before, if I look at him, he can see me, and because I'm conspicuous, the guards can see me faster, which is bad. So I have to tactfully get away from the guards and run away from their sight, and hide behind doors and walls whenever I can, until I basically get outside, at which point there's no guards outside, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now we do have a stamina gauge, so I like to keep my stamina at tip-top shape until I'm outside, and we don't have any guards yet, but we have two guards over here, so I'm gonna start running. These guards will spot me very fast if I don't run. If I didn't run there, I will literally have gotten caught. So yeah, in this mission, please do run. Did that again at that point because I'm pretty sure that guard would have caught me. So I knew that I had enough time to get away from his sight, so I did it. So yeah, if you're sure about running, do it. But in most cases, as a general rule of thumb, running is usually a bad idea. So once again, get my stamina up. You can see my stamina at the bottom right. The green is my health, and the white is my stamina. I'm gonna go outside. We don't have a guard here yet. We have a guard right here, so I'm gonna start running immediately and run throughout the entirety of the way until I'm outside. And as you can see, this is easy. This is a little bit risky. This is you can get caught here, but I never had any issues with getting caught in this area, in this part of the mission. But the only thing this is time consuming. So you, as long as you're a little bit careful, you should be able to do this without much trouble. It might be different from you. You might have trouble in this mission. Personally, I say mission, this part of the mission. Personally, I did not have any sort of issues with this part of the mission, and I was able to do this pretty flawlessly. The only part I had an issue was taking out the stewards while making sure that I have one of them as hostage. So yeah, this part is pretty boring, frankly. Uh, I'm basically, since there's two more bars here, so I'm just gonna run real quick. Get to the reception area, this main area, and start running. If you had the Alex Shaw disguise, as soon as you got to this area, you'll be clear. But getting to this area is a pain and almost impossible, at least for me, because I'm not sneaky enough. Um, but if you aren't in the Alex disguise and are in a guard disguise, in this reception area, there are at least one guard all the time. So chances of you getting caught is highly likely. Uh, so as soon as you get to that area, I just rule of thumb, run all the time to the door. And obviously, there's no reason to close it if you're gonna be going past it this many times. Uh, so as we saw before, there's a guard here. Let me check real quick if he's still there. He's not. Fantastic. Let's just go past here. There's no guard here as well. There's guards here, two of them actually. So I'm just gonna run past them all, just like that. I also, as you saw, that even though I actually got out, I still kept running. And rule of thumb is if you see those bars still, keep running. As long as the bars are still there, there's no reason for you to stop. Except stamina is running low, but even still, I usually run and there's no repercussions. And this should be the last of it all. There shouldn't be any this is it. This is the last part of the mission. Just get this part of the cash, this last bag of cash, and here's a guard right over there. So I'm just gonna start running from the get-go. As soon as you see a guard, start running, basically. And with that, we have gotten all of the cash. And if I step on that, I will be able to complete the mission. But for those who have watched till the end, a little trick for you all. If you take out your gun and shoot this comes down. If you get up here, you can shoot through this glass. Nobody actually comes in here and stuff. And you can actually see only hackers can use this computer. This is another distraction. And this is a much better distraction than this. Well, I shouldn't say much better. They're basically both equal. But there, it's basically an empty alleyway. Nobody comes in here. But if you're playing multiplayer and you have a hacker, you can use this computer to get another distraction, which means another guard comes in, uh, and you can take him up in this room. And usually nobody comes in this room, unless very rare cases, in which case take him as well, free another free disguise, and then you can use this cabinet to hide the bodies. It's very nifty. And another tidbit is, as you had seen, these boxes get distractions and get people to come in. The other two dot rooms, if you remember correctly, there are four rooms, and two of them are the rooms in which there's a server room and a camera room. I showed all four in this video. In the two rooms that are dots, that do not have the server room or the camera room, there are actually these boxes, so you can use them to get two more. disguises if you're careful and play things right. If you're not, you can actually get caught, so that's a little bit risky, but that's up to you. But that'll be everything, guys. I'll just close this mission, uh, complete this right here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps. It helps out a whole lot, because we are up and coming right now, so it definitely helps. I hope that you will do that. Suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. As I've said many times already, I'm new to this thing, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing stuff that could be done in a better way and stuff like that. My commentary can be improved and stuff like that. So if you have any suggestions and want to help out the channel and see the channel grow, um, feel free to leave them in the comments, and share the fact about this channel among your friends and stuff like that, and among your friends that are interested in this kind of content, of course. But that will be all, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Stay well and stay safe.